Hi everyone, and welcome back to Linda Tina TV. If it's not your first time here, if it is your first time, I'm so happy to have you. Consider subscribing if you think you may like what you watch right now, or you can scroll back into my past videos. My channel is a cocktail of so many things. I'm sure there's something for everybody, but if you don't, just like the video and recommend it to someone who may like it. So for those who are returning, you know that in the past year or even two, I haven't been very consistent. I have been on and off because, like I mentioned in one of my previous videos at the end of last year, life has been lifing. It gets so busy. And honestly, I don't want to make videos just for the sake of making videos. I would really like to make videos when I'm in a good mood for it, but also videos that, may speak to you. So sometimes I don't even know what to what to film about. But the thing is, I like being here. I like this community, and I am hoping that some of you actually like having me here. So I'm not planning on leaving YouTube soon. And with this video, I wanted to do yet another life update just to, catch up with you, because I feel like when you disappear as, a person with an online presence, people want to know. They don't have to know what you've been up to. You don't owe anyone an explanation, but it's also nice that the community you have and the community of people who follow you, who, get some tips or some recommendations from you, know what you've been up to. And you know what? One of the reasons why I'm here is because I'm a sharer. I don't really come here to show off my life or to, just get popular, or I just come here to share musings of my life, to share my life journey. If you've been here a while, you've seen that there's been so many transitions. My kids have grown up on here. I've talked about pregnancy, life after pregnancy. I've talked about marriage. I've talked about so many different things because this is what this channel is about. I'm just navigating life with you. Some of you are going through the same thing. Some of you are yet to go through the things that I have gone through. I talk about living abroad as an African woman. I talk about being in an interracial relationship. So it's basically a cocktail of things. And I think it's only right, or it's great, that I come back here, tell you what life has been like in the past year or so, and hopefully, I don't want to make any promises, but hopefully I will be also more consistent and navigate life with you, because life is such a cocktail of things, and we keep changing, we keep evolving, we keep learning and unlearning so many things. I have been through a major life change in the past maybe 5 years. And not that something so major happened, but just within me, I feel like I'm changing and growing as a person. And I like this for me. I like this for me. I feel like if we don't change, we're not growing. So anyway, enough of the blabbering. Let's do this life update thing. Let me just catch you up on life lately. Now, if you see my cheeks getting bigger and me having like a double neck, mind your business. But jokes aside, I feel like I've been going through body changes. I don't know if it has something to do with, growing up, just, getting closer to 40s and farther away from the 30s. Or it's some hormonal changes. I've done a few tests, but my weight keeps fluctuating. I keep having these sweats sometimes. Naturally, I sweat a lot. I actually think I have this sweating condition. Like, seriously, if you know me, you know that I sweat a lot. But for the past months, I was having this really sweating seasons where I sweat even in the winter. So I've been having these body changes that I'm trying to keep an eye on, and keep an eye on my weight and what I eat and what I put into my body. I'm trying. I am not the best and the most consistent and the most disciplined person when it comes to physically taking care of my body, because I love food, all the bad foods. I'm lazy to just keep tabs on things, and I don't know, I ain't got time, but I'm trying. I'm doing my best. So I'm very mindful about mental health, and not because it's such a trend right now. I don't talk about it just to get views, likes, and all that. I'm actually very big on mental health. I have been reading a lot on mental health in the past years. I have been researching a lot on mental health in the in the recent years, and I've been taking care of my mental health way better. What is funny is that I think I started taking care of my mental health better after it got so bad. Mental health is kind of like physical health. You reach a point where you're like, no, no, like this needs to stop. So I went through some lows a couple of years ago. I shared a bit of that here. And from that moment on, I was like, okay, something needs to change. And I need to take care of my emotional and mental well-being. And I did that. And I have to say, guys, I'm in such a nice place. Actually, the people closest to me, some of my siblings and my best friends, have told me that they can see it, they can feel it. They don't live with me, they don't see me physically that much, but they say even in my voice, even in my conversations, they can feel a lot of mental peace and a lot of growth. And I'd like to think that that's exactly what has been happening for me in the past year, in the past 2 years. So I'm thankful for that. And sometimes people have asked me, but how do you manage to just keep everything, in order? How do you manage to just keep your mental state, in one piece? And I can't say that I'm always feeling great. And that's the other thing. When people ask you how you're doing, and you say you're not doing fine in that season, maybe, or in that day, or in that week, some people think that means that you have a bad life. No, life has seasons. Life has highs and lows. So I've learned to embrace that. I embrace the highs, I embrace the lows, and even in between the highs, I know that there may be some lows here and there. And even in between the lows, I know that I have some things to be thankful about. So that has been very helpful for me. The other thing has been gratitude. Now, I know sometimes life looks like, what is there to be thankful for? But trust me, there is always something to be thankful for. Good health, friends, family, food, a job, even that job you hate may be something you should be thankful for. So there's always something to be thankful for. And the moment we start seeing the good things and highlight them, we kind of put the bad, we make the bad things have less power over us. So that has been another thing. And the other one, which I think has been really good for me, is choosing my battles. I know we've had this all the time and it sounds so cliche, but choose your battles. I don't have to partake in every discussion that I agree or don't agree with. I don't have to partake in every argument that may be brought to me. I don't even have to partake in every conversation, So I choose my battles. I know where to put my energy. And honestly, where my energy feels drained, I remove myself from the situation. It could be people, it could be environments, it could be whatever it is. As long as it drains my energy, I'm out of there. And I don't even have to announce that, you know what, I'm leaving, I can't do this anymore. No, I'll just quietly walk away. And that has been perfect, because I used to be one of those people who wants to, have my side of the story heard. I want to have my point of view heard. I'm very opinionated, and I realize that, just leave people where they are. I don't have to always be right. And even when I know I'm right, I don't have to prove it. So just leave people where they are. Not everyone is going to like you. You're not going to like everyone, and that's fine. So just remove yourself from situations that drain your energy. And with those few tips, I have had such a peaceful couple of years, and I feel like my life gets even more and more peaceful. I surround myself with things that make me happy, and I also take time out to take care of myself. Like, if I'm tired, I'm going to go to bed at 9, shut off everything, and just shut it off, you know. I don't push myself to do things that drain me, that, you know, that are not serving me. People don't like to talk about this one. Whenever you ask people how much they make, what they're planning to make, where they're planning to invest their money, they go silent. But I feel like talking about finances is a very important part, and I also know, I've always known, but I confirmed it even further, that for me, where I am financially is actually a very big part of how I am mentally, and it affects very many different parts of my life. And very many people won't admit that, because there's all this money doesn't buy happiness. And yes, money doesn't buy happiness, but trust me, we need money. We need money. So recently, in the recent months and couple of years, I've felt more and more financially at peace. I have a complicated relationship with money, with finances, and I'll talk about that probably in a separate video if you'd like to hear more about that, because I think very many of us have a very complicated relationship with money. Money makes me insecure. Knowing where my money is coming from and when it's coming makes me anxious. So I have this whole anxiety around my finances, and I've been working on it. I don't want money to control me, okay? I don't want money to control me and even control my relationships, because I want money to serve me, not me serving money. I'm not going to get out of my way to chase money because I feel like getting money is the ultimate goal, or it's what's going to give me success or whatever. It's a whole topic on its own. But anyway, just to wrap it up, money and my financial well-being has been pretty great. Oh my God, when I say that, people are gonna think I'm saying, yay, I got rich. No, I'm just saying I've learned to navigate my relationship with money recently, and I've also felt more stability when it comes to the financial aspect of my life. And this has made me feel really, really, really way less anxious. And without making this video any much longer, that is basically where I'm at right now. I try to break down the video into different aspects that affect our daily lives. I want to hear how you guys are doing and how you guys navigate life generally, because one of the reasons why I like to be online and why I continue to have this online presence is to just hear people share about navigating life. Whatever season of your life you're in, wherever you are, how are you doing? And when I ask you how you're doing, I mean, how are you really doing? Personally, I'm doing great. I have so much serenity in my life. I like feel like I'm floating. I'm at peace. And I love that for me right now, because a couple or 3 years, maybe not a couple, like 3 years to 2020 was really bumpy. I was trying to get myself and my head together. And now I feel like I have a clearer picture of who I am, what I want, where I'm heading. I wouldn't say that I have this clear picture of where I'm heading in some aspects of my life, but I would like to think that I'm also not anxious about that. Sometimes you have to let life take you where it takes you. And you know what? If you change goalposts, if you change what you want or where you thought you'd be, that's also fine. So making peace with that has also been good for me. My kids are fine, my husband's fine, my family's fine, and yeah, we're just here doing life. So guys, in the next videos, if you want me to talk about anything or to share anything about my life in Italy and all of that, just leave it down in the comment section. And I guess I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.